I am very excited for this. Hello as always, everyone. This is Usually Dead. I'm getting to a game that I have finally gotten the time to set aside and play. I've been very eager to try this one out. Dark Souls 3. The friend guide tells me that it's actually slightly, maybe even significantly better than the first one, which is a pretty high bar. So I'm quite eager. Everybody says Dark Souls 2 sucked. This is the good one, though. I'm going to keep the brightness of the default. Who cares? Maybe even turn it up a bit. Yeah, I did kind of just glance through the settings, so no need to spend much time on that.
Yes, indeed.
Why, thank you, yes, indeed.
It is called Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge.
Hmm.
In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words.
Old words like whippersnapper.
The fire fades,
Oh, yeah.
and the lords go without thrones.
The prophecy that eventually the darkness would rule no matter what you do.
When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves.
There must be a lot of them by now.
Aldrich, saint of the deep.
Oh, these are going to be my big bosses later on. I'm going to be killing people who linked the fire, I guess. Basically like successors to my hero in the first game.
Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers.
Yep. These are the 4 whose lord souls I'll be collecting, I'm sure.
And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital.
Oh, a giant with a butthole face. So they're keeping that portion of it alive from Dark Souls 2, I guess?
Yon the giant.
He is indeed a giant. That was only 3?
Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones.
Yeah, eventually they're all just dried out husks. Just like Gwyn was.
And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder.
Worse than humans?
Is that ash seeketh embers.
I'm sure this will all make sense to me later. It doesn't right now, though. Shh. And hero creation. Alright, well, you guys know the type of hero that I like to play in these games. Bouncy, fast dodge machines who have tons of forward attack power and cannot take a punch on the chin. It will be a woman, obviously. Whenever possible, I don't play male characters in games. Alright. Thief! Thief! Ah, yeah! That's my girl right there. Doesn't look like she gets a free key, but she does get all the equipment I want, so that'll do. Oh, here's the gift. So there's no way to pick a correct item the first time around. I don't see anything that's like super obviously the exact equivalent of the master key, so I'll just give myself a small HP boost. Doesn't really matter what she looks like, right? She's gonna be covered with armor the whole time. There we go. It's not a dark, nihilistic fantasy game until you get to pick the hairstyles. Oh, what would look good? Oh, and I'm glad that you can have, like, any hairstyle. I bet these are the same hairstyles that are available for dudes. Ooh. I like you with that scraggly hair. That's really good looking. All right, we'll go with that. That should be good enough. Don't need to waste too much time, like, customizing crap, because who cares? Just give me my thief, and we're going to go around and stab some things. Oh, God, yes. Oh, I've been looking forward to this. A Souls game that people actually say is good. Hopefully it'll return on time investment as much as Dark Souls 1 did. I replayed that game so many times, just like all of us did. Oh, God, I've got the worst hangover. Or maybe I'm just crashing off of all the E I did last night. Oh, God, I'm so depressed. Cemetery of Ash. Would you look at that? I have a blue bar again. I haven't seen a blue resource bar in quite a while. So I guess that's mana. I'm not going to use this shield. Oh. I have to get used to a new menu system. Yeah, I got rid of the shield. Yeah. I can see this looks like it was more or less done in the same engine as Dark Souls 2, maybe with some enhancements. I don't know. I'm not a programmer. Things are decent and nice and pretty and alright. Oh, I am rock hard for these transactions. Also, I can kind of slide forward. Cool. I wonder if that's part of the moveset of this two-handing this knife. Black terrible rocks. Wait, what? Doing that slide forward is costing me both stamina and what I presume is mana, my blue bar. So the blue bar does not appear to regenerate. Come on. Ashen Estus Flask. That restores blue power. Okay. Whatever the crap blue power is. I'm sure the tutorial message would tell me. That's okay. I don't need to crit. When I can one or two shot these fools anyway, it hardly matters. So if I have a mana bar again... yeah, okay. If I have a mana bar again, and there's an Estus Flask that's specifically meant to refill it, what does that mean exactly? It means that I'm still probably not going to use it. But then again, I might. Because if a simple slide, which could be very useful for something exactly like that, is going to use up blue power, then I may need to actually spec and set up my resources in such a way that I can restore it. There's always going to be these systems changes, and I just can't... okay. For right now, it's probably a good idea for me to follow instructions. Because I will get my dick handed to me, and I'd prefer not to do the same kind of thing that I did with the things betwixt. And just immediately roll off a cliff and die in the tutorial segment. And then go to a house where some old ladies in red cloaks want to talk to you for 70 years. Ah, what a view. Beautiful. This is reminding me of that... What was the name of that tower in the DLC of Dark Souls 2? Wow, look at this. This looks a lot like the cliff face that dominated the skyline of Lordran for all of Dark Souls 1. But that's not where we are we? This is Lothric. Is this... Yep, that restores blue power. And the Estus, okay. But, So I had discussions with the friend guide after the fact about the lore of these games, and I understand that Dark Souls 2 is meant to be potentially several cycles of of fire versus darkness and people picking to link the fire every time. Several cycles of that, you know, many hundreds or even thousands of years after Dark Souls 1. So that's so much time that would have passed that... Can we even say that Drangleic... Like, I mean, I don't know exactly what the geographic relation between Drangleic and Lordran is. That's the point. But, I mean, so much time has passed that they could have been, like, right fucking on top of each other. Who knows? I could have jumped on top of that casket, but I effed it up. I don't think I can get back up from here. Nope. See, I didn't know there was anybody below me, but that's the tutorial section where you're meant to drop on people and shoot and stab them to death. I disapprove of your choice of weapons, sir. Also... Oh, I can go back up over here. Alright. Oh, I love the quick speed of this short, stabby knife. Dexterity fighters truly are the best. No substitutes. See? Even somebody with a spear poses no challenge. That's because these are useless hollows and mean absolutely nothing to me. It's not like a boss I'll encounter later who's going to hand my ass to me 75 times. Because that always happens in these games. Nice. The friend guide hinted that this game is intended to be the last of a trilogy, and therefore closing up the end of Dark Souls lore. Is that going to be the tutorial boss that's going to hand my ass to me? And I'll be kind of sad when I have no more Dark Souls lore to enjoy, but yeah, Bloodborne exists. Maybe I should just bite the bullet and get a goddamn PS4. I don't know. Wake up? Are you just a statue? Oh, God, that's grody. And the tentacles are still flowing on your back. We're gonna fight now, eh? Udix Grunder? Gundir? I do enough damage that I might be able to make this work. You just got a lot of reach on me, that's all. Ow. Well, if I'm actually meant to beat this guy, it might not happen on my first attempt. But if I've learned anything from big heavy night bosses to swing spears around, it's stay close and dodge a lot. So here we go. Ow. I like these dodge frames. It feels like I've got a lot of them. Ew, oh my God. Disgusting. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's quite a bit more visually creative than anything Dark Souls 2 had going on. That looks like a boss I'd expect to see in Bloodborne. I'm not meant to beat this guy, am I? I could do this if I learned his telegraphing. Oh. And that's all the Estus I got. Ow. Oh, yeah. There was really no hope of doing that on my first try. So I am expected to actually kill that dude, though. Alright, I'm down. I'm hip to the idea of having a little bit of a challenge to start. Attempt number 2. Udex Gundir. I see your cancer has gone into remission. Congratulations on being a survivor. Ooh, brutal. Can I do damage while he's transforming? Oh, looks like I can, but it's costly. Okay. Oh, you can be staggered. Nice. So that's all I had to do last time. I was just press the attack a little bit. Ah, whatever. Heir of Fire destroyed. Congratulations, souls retrieved. You did some good crap, I guess. Ember restored. Oh, is that going to be the equivalent of humanity, hollowing, soul form? Well, I've earned this little bit of self-care. I can't level up here. What's that sword I picked up? Oh, I start with a bow. Hell yeah. Okay, I thought I picked up a sword. Guess I was mistaken. Open says of somebody, I guess. The true Demon Souls start here. Just as soon as you open a giant door. Yeah, I know. I've been hamburgering with the best of them. To think that 2 ruffians might try to kill me after the giant monstrosity I just destroyed? I think not. I can appreciate your efforts, but not the outcome. So I'll give you an A for effort and a Z- for effect. This looks a little familiar. Aside from the hollows that I'm just murdering all over the place, which is a tried and true staple of Souls games. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bloodied throne. Look at that. What? What? I mean, it's probably not geographically the exact same shrine, but maybe it's just a new holy location that serves that purpose. I mean, I suppose a different region could have its own Firelink Shrine. Or this could be the same goddamn region. Who knows? Holy King Lothran is the last hope of his line. Is he going to be the final boss? He must have been the last one to link the fire. Like the most recent person to try to maintain Gwyn's lineage, right? Try to hold this world together, even though it's completely ruined from the outset. Everything's just falling apart at the seams. Hey, dude.
Ah, another one roused from the sleep of death.
It annoys me when people don't die.
We unkindled are worthless. Can't even die right. Gives me conniptions.
It does?
Have us seek the lords of Cinder and return them to their molding thrones. But we're talking true legends with the metal to link the fire. We're not fit to lick their boots.
Yeah, I suppose.
Don't you think?
You gave me a defeated pose. Oh, you're gonna be the one who carries on the tradition of the Maiden in Black. And why am I blanking on this? Yeah, there was no one woman companion who followed you throughout all of Dark Souls. Like, the closest might have been the Firekeepers. And then the Emerald Herald, and now you are who?
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one.
Yeah?
I'm a firekeeper.
You are one of the Firekeepers, alright.
I tend to the flame, and tend to thee.
It's just a way to pass the time.
The lords have left their thrones, and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am at thy side. Very well.
I do use you to level, okay.
Then touch the darkness within me.
Touch the demon inside me.
Nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
The guy back there looks a lot like Andre of Astora. Alright, so, yeah, I'm going to be a dexterity fighter. I don't know what the stats do, so I should review this. Vigor is all about HP. It's pretty similar to Dark Souls 2. Attunement's all about your magic slots. Endurance boosts stamina and a little bit of your magic, your lightning and your dark defense. Vitality, dexterity. Dexterity is going to be my main attack stat for sure. But then maybe the knife I have doesn't even scale on it. Intelligence, faith. So there's no adaptability. So is that ridiculousness from Dark Souls 2 removed? Anyway, having a lot of stuff stamina, and what's going to increase my equipment load is vitality, and that's most of my defenses. Okay. Alright. The other stats that aren't vigor don't boost HP. There we go.
Ashen one, to be unkindled is to be a vessel for souls.
Ugh.
Sovereignless souls will become thy strength. I will show thee how. Ashen one, bring me souls plucked from their vessels.
They're delicious. And a broccoli butter broth reduction. But I guess, so this Firekeeper is how I level up.
Farewell, Ashen one.
Ashen one.
May the
Yeah, that's my name, isn't it? Because the Chosen Undead, Bearer of the Curse, Ashen One. And I suppose Demon Souls before that was Slayer of Demons. This is the names that they use for you, because they have no idea what you actually are. Also, I noticed that I kind of have like this fire embering particle effect around me. I guess that's having my ember excited, which happened from the boss I just killed.
Pleasure to make thine acquaintance, Ashen One.
Hey, right back at ya.
I am but a humble handmaid of the shrine. Weapons, armor, trinkets, and spells. I've lots of little things to ease the burden of a weary traveler.
Show me what you got, lady.
And yes, I'm undead too, but not so charitable as to give my goods away. Ashen One, fetch souls and bring them to me. As is thy wont, no?
I could just use violence on you and steal everything you have. Homeward Bone. Well, there's a smith right down the way that I want to see his stuff before I spend any money with you, so. Alright, go ahead and tell me, oh, you're so terrible of a person for not wanting to spend money with me, huh?
Ashen One, if bring me with ash, is it not us?
Also, sell item? Can I sell you this worthless, terrible shield that I have? I would happily give it to you. Oh, I can actually accrue souls by getting junk, and I don't have to wait for a Kingseeker to show up.
Ashen One, be
Oh, I'll bring you plenty, I'm sure. There's going to be lots of soul farming around here. You know, I know a guy who looked exactly like you. Probably millennia ago.
Well, a newcomer, I see. I am Andre.
But what?
I serve at this shrine as a humble smith, forging weapons.
How are you not dead?
You're in search of a toilsome journey, I'd wager. Let me smith you weapons. I am a smith.
That's great and all, but... Like, are you somehow 10,000 years old? Oh, huh. I see. so I can choose which bucket my S discharges go into. I'll leave it at default for now. Can you repair equipment for me, or no? Does that also automatically... I guess that automatically happens at bonfires, doesn't it? Okay.
Weapons and protection, but when their durability is low, use a powder, but should chance impel them.
Aha.
I'll hammer them back into... They take no pleasure in breaking, I assure you. So, handle them with care, if you would.
Yes, be kind and gentle as you're shoving your sharp murder blade into somebody's jugular.
Pretty, be careful.
Try not to get yourself killed. A new Firelink Shrine. Or is it the old Firelink Shrine? I have no idea. Very confused as to how Andre could be here. Well, suppose there's no harm in just exploring where my home will be for the next little while. But it does make me wonder. So, the mechanic of automatically repairing equipment at bonfires is good. But does my gear still have the same puny, crappy, terrible durability that it had in Dark Souls 2? Oh. It was a key item. And I can actually use it to create a bonfire. Haha. Technicalities are fun. Oh, and you can go between the different... Okay, good. Yep. You can also warp between bonfires automatically. Nice. The layout of this place reminds me of the Nexus just a little bit. From Demon Souls. This is new, right? Well, I have not but a sharp piece of rusty steel, but... can't just reach up a little bit and grab that ladder, huh? Shame, shame. Yeah, I have nothing but a knife, but I will use it to begin conquering this world. Yeah, some of the symbology from Dark Souls 2 that had no place in Dark Souls 1. Namely, the giants. The giants were completely redesigned. But they're hanging on to some of that stuff to try to keep lore cohesion, I guess. That's fine if you were just sitting there doing nothing. You were in my way and therefore needed to be murdered. Ember. That's gonna be like a soul or an effigy, right? I'm by far and away the most basic, useless warrior that has ever set foot in this land. But I care not. For the enemies are not actually all that impressive. Yet. Man, what a gorgeous skyline. Reminds me of the Wasatch Mountains in Utah. Well, that's great and all. Now where's the ambush of like 40 undead wraiths who come out to try to rip my nipples off? Like you. Oh, a dog. Yeah, it's not a Souls game until zombie dogs try to bite you to death. Swarm you all over the place. You know, when I die, I hope they put my sword next to my tombstone, too. Not really, I don't have a sword. No, that's not true, actually. I do have some decorative swords that would be completely useless in an actual fight. They're not sharp at all. Yeah, there's the shrine. And I killed you guys on the way up here already, so I must be meant to... Or no, the shrine's above me. That's where I came from. That was the boss arena, so I must need to climb up further. Onward and upward. That looks promising. You gonna try to parry me, huh? Wait, you're not a hollow. You look like a normal person, just like me, with a really scary sword, and you're not taking much damage at all. The good news is, I'm very fast. And you inflict bleed very quickly. Oh my god, so much blood. That must have taken the blood particle effects from Bloodborne. And am I given that good of a dex scaling weapon right off the once? But yeah, it's better than my current for sure. But what's the requirement? Oh my god, it's heavy. Look at how heavy that is. I can't use this. And I don't have the strength or dexterity either, so. But I'll keep it. I'll hang on to it for later for sure. There's an open from this side. Okay. I probably was not meant to kill that guy yet. Like, that weirdo with the katana might have been meant for a hardier hero who's got better equipment and better stats. I don't have shit for equipment or stats. I just get in there and stab you with a knife over and over. Oh, that is so my playstyle. Ah, shit. Oh, that was bound to happen eventually, right? Throughout the course of the game, there was going to be some moment in which I threw myself off a cliff accidentally. Because I'm smart. And I lost my embering. Well, I got a bonfire right outside. Really nothing to lose. Just a few... Oh, my goodness. A cursed boyo. Wow. You do not look friendly. So that's why I should turn back, huh? Who cares? I don't follow rules. This guy doesn't seem to be really any harder than the boss I just fought, so I can probably do this. Might take me a couple of attempts, but I don't know what else to do. Ah, even you I can stagger. This is the power of the Dex Fighter. Oh my god, you could almost one-shot me. Oh, combo. Oh, deado. I think I can do it. See, this is the kind of ridiculous creativity that Dark Souls 2 is lacking. And also a coherent 3-act structure. This kind of reminds me of the headless demon that you would fight in the Undead Burg. Or Parish, wherever it was. Attempt number 4. Gotcha! Titanite scale? That's new. Titanite scale? As opposed to a dragon scale? Is that all that was back here? Just a blue-bearded crystal lizard guy? Oh, well. I'm sure the mat, the material, the upgrade mats will be very useful for later. Oh, yep, there it is. I'm a dum-dum. Yeah, GMA had to tell me that to actually advance, you need to use warping. So far, Dark Souls games have trained me that the only time that, well, most of the time, there's a few exceptions, but most of the time, the only way you find a new bonfire is by walking to it the long way. You never warp to it. I haven't done that since Demon Souls. But it's cool. I get to beat a blue crystal lizard thing and get a sweet material out of it, so it's alright. But this is where the true Dark Souls 3 gets started, and I am very eager to begin. Ah, yes. Good lord, what a skyline. How could you even build a structure like this? The engineering here doesn't seem super plausible, but, you know, this is supposed to be like a gothic dark fantasy game, so everything is awful and scary and terrifying, but it's also like the decayed version of an ancient great kingdom. The only good times were in the past. Which is the opposite of how it works in real life. In real life, like, the modern era is more of a golden age than any era in human history ever has been. But the important part is to find some hollows to stab. Huh. That's a pretty big zombie dog. Also, I can hear somebody walking to... Oh, yep, there's somebody right above me. Hey, bro-yo. I'm going to murder the crap out of you. Even though you're kind of already dead. But hey, there's no reason that should stop you. I could probably use a fuck ton more arrows than I have. In fact, I might even just go back and get some. Assuming Andre or the shop lady sells them. Andre, actually, I can't straight up purchase items from you, can I? I can only reinforce items. But I'm still glad that these two essential service providers are, like, directly in front of the bonfire. It doesn't look like that went in my box, so I have to think that I'm only allowed to have, like, 99 equipped, but I still am carrying the remaining 600 with me. Alright, let's snipe some zombie dogs. Oh my. Oh, you're just gonna come straight up here, aren't you? Alright. Well, I always was a fan of the up-close and personal approach. But do you not know how to pathfind up here? Color me confused, maybe? Where'd the dog go? Where did your buddy disappear to? Oh well, you're easy to kill, so I may as well just get up close. Only use my bow if I start to get in, like, serious, equipment durability troubles. So you're the first guy I fight who's got a heavy weapon. And why would I try to block a massive battle axe with my tiny little thief's knife? Oh, Dark Souls games, you so silly. I feel like lots of people want to come up out of nowhere here and just gank me. You've got a full-on pull axe. That's okay, because I've got a very quick, fast, stabby knife. I can hear lots of belabored breathing going on. Yeah, these figures around the pole aren't still alive. Can I have a lozenge, please? What you need sounds like maybe some ephedrine. Like a full-blown EpiPen. Because you're apparently having some massive anaphylactic shock. This is a really fun part of a new Souls game. When you're first walking around the environs of your very first major area, which seems to inevitably be like some massive battlements or castle or some other Gothic architecture. Like, I think that happens in literally every Souls game. I don't know about Bloodborne because I haven't played that, but it was true of Demon Souls. It was true of Dark Souls 1. It's true of Dark Souls 2, was it? Yeah, it was. Don't mind me. Just walking away while taking a sip. Whoa, goodness. Oh, you've got the same kind of growth on you that Eudex had. So that weird growth that looks like it's a flowing massive tentacles constantly. Something similar to that just makes me think of how Calamity Ganon's Blight in Breath of the Wild looked. What is it called here? Usually when I see something like that, I'm tempted to call it like the Flood or the Scourge. So you did have pathfinding. Why'd you disappear last time? Weird. Okay, so your pathfinding's not that great. I get you. You're really good at dying, though. Even with this tiny little sharp piece of steel, the combat feels really heavy and impactful. I dig it. I've seen that blood spray particle effect from, like, screen caps of Bloodborne. Maybe I can stay back a little bit. Except that doesn't really work, does it? Because you just have reach of the whole arena. Maybe I can get the hell out of here and poke you from a distance. Yeah, you're too big to leave that arena, right? Hey, I am an expert at cheesing people from a distance in Souls games. That's the default way I win the first time. Yeah, that doesn't count. Wow, you just don't give a crap, do you? I'm sure I can do this, though. I wonder if I can kill the big one before he spawns. I think it's this guy, right? Oh. Yeah, you totally can do that. Oh, and get a sweet bow in the process. Well, now I feel like that meme copy pasta text is supposed to come out of nowhere and say, you learned nothing, you took a shortcut and cheated yourself, etc., etc. Oh well. I'm sure I'll be fighting plenty more of those blighted dudes later on. I am a thief. That is my class. But weirdly, the only thing I actually steal is your life. I don't actually... I mean, I might, pick stuff off your corpse after I murder you, but I don't steal stuff from you while you're still alive. Was that all that was up here? Just a dude who I could kill really stupidly and cheaply and easily by murdering him before he spawns into his proper form? Well, fine. I didn't want to hang around anyway. I'm gonna go tell my mom to beat up your mom. Mom violence. And here's another thing. So I see that we have like a mix of the conventions from Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2. Like, the combat feels really good, like Dark Souls 1 did. And the... Come on, man, what are you doing? Man's best friend, indeed. But we also have the equipment repair happening from Dark Souls 2 at bonfires, and it looks like my equipment durability is going down faster than it would in Dark Souls 1, but maybe not as fast as it would in Dark Souls 2. So, this leaves me to wonder, will I see life gems? Probably not, because that would have been in the tutorial segment, probably. But it does lead me to wonder, if I kill enemies enough times, do they stop spawning? That strikes me as a convention that's probably really good to have when you're a newbie going through the area for the very first time. But for subsequent playthroughs, it would just be annoying because it would limit your farming opportunities. That's right, I can't go out here, can I? Which means there's only one path available to me. So I can see you're all kind of gathered around these corpses that are draped over the tree, but I wonder what it is specifically that you're worshipping. Like, the last time I saw a cult, they had very specific things that they were worshipping. Wait, can you summon all your buddies to come fight me now? Doesn't look like it. Alright, well that was great. Now I'm gonna wander around and murder every member of your congregation. Oh sweet, can upgrade my knife. But should I, is the question. Because I did receive that really awesome katana, which would probably be a good early game dex weapon to use. But just getting up quick and stabbing things to death is so fun. Damn, look at that. A straight up dead dragon is just draped over the battlements here. Why'd you guys kill a dragon? What'd the dragon do to you? Aside from relentlessly breathe fire on every bridge you've ever walked on. Not on you, on the bridge. Dragons hate bridges. Is this dragon still alive? No, it's not. Okay. This is totally the moment at which a Souls game would just have the dragon animate and one-shot me. Man, it's like worshipping a dragon corpse is your congregation. Trippy. Oh no. Ow. Katanas are great and everything, but there's just nothing quite like having basically zero wind-up with my weapon. Stab, stab, stab. No, only way I can go, right? Oh, sweet. A magical augment. Oh. It wasn't the only way I could go. I could have walked down here. You might be pseudo well armored, but I'm very fast. I do very little damage per attack, but when I can go swing, swing, stab, stab, swing, swing, it doesn't matter. And the DPS stacks up really quickly. Hey, bro. You know, with Soul's Engine game logic, you could almost certainly attack me through this grating, even though I couldn't shoot an arrow through it. Yeah, see? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Gameplay innovations! I can actually shoot through the gaps of grates now. Well, will it actually hurt you, though? Oh, it totally does! Oh, it truly is the future of gaming. I am just out of your reach. You have every reason to hate me. I'm gonna get pounced down here. I can feel it. Something's gonna drop down from the ceiling and try to fuck my head off. Some dogs are gonna come out of nowhere and eat my gams. That's right. Come on. I got places to be. Let's do this. Let's fight. Let's fight with all our might. You gonna play tank and turtle up for your buddies, huh? I dare you to get close. Ow. Must retreat. For a little bit. You don't become Pokemon League champion without knowing how to spam full slashy dagger knives. You don't kill Gwyn, Lord of Cinder, without knowing how to spam Estus flasks. Ha ha ha. Oh, there we go! Hi, dragon. It was only inevitable until you showed up. Yeah, okay. So that is not the path to take for now. Gotcha. You will burn me to death. So I need to be stealthy and lie low. Low and slow. Go in behind and pelt you to death with arrows from some safe vantage point. Well, I have a fuck ton of arrows, so here we go. It's not a Souls game until you pelted a dragon to death with arrows. Very, very slowly. Oh, you can turn around! Oh, well, the innovation never cease. Also, this is weird. Something recharged my Estus flask? I had 4 charges, but I used 1. Huh. Let's see if you can turn around. Will this cover me? I hope this will cover me. Oh, it's a heavy boy. Alright, let's do this. You're a full-blown knight. You got some really expensive armor there. You fight like one of the Dark Knights of Lordran. Or one of the Silver Knights, maybe. You also die like one. Okay, so I have yet to find a safe place to murder you from. Maybe there just are no safe places. Oh, in here I thought you'd be a merchant I could purchase stuff from. Because this does seem about the time where I purchase items from some zombie who's like, well, you still have your wits about you. I'm going to cackle about this because I have a very dark and nihilist sense of humor. Oh, thank goodness. Can you upgrade this katana with a mere 2 Titanite shards?
Just wasn't it?
Sweet.
Pretty be careful.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither one of us wants to see you go hollow.
Welcome, husband.
Alright. It might not be quite as visceral and fun as my stabby knife, but it might be more practical. It certainly has better reach. Let's see how this katana fares me. But perhaps more importantly, can the dragon breathe fire over here? Oh, that's so far away. Oh yeah, totally can. Ah! Alright. So, Souls games no longer have completely useless, stupid dragons. Interesting. Oh, this uses up so much stamina, but it does hit a lot harder, so I don't need to stay in as much. Yeah. So it hits harder and it's got better range. Just takes more stamina, but that's okay. Not needing to stay in for a squishy hero like me is pretty good. There's lots of enemies I might already be one-shotting, like these guys. Not quite, but close. Hi there. You look very normal. And now you're very dead. And you came up the ladder without me noticing. This katana's got a longer swing up. Yeah, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful despite the fact that my hero apparently knows exactly how to use a katana. I couldn't swing it this agilely or deftly. Now, why are Lothric's battlements completely covered in dragon corpses? There's got to be some kind of ridiculous battle that went on here a long time ago. Oh, here we go again. God damn it. Hope you can't climb ladders. Can't climb ladders, but can you reach up this high anyway? Looks like, yep, you can. Damn. This is rough. I basically need to know where you guys are in advance so I can kill you before you spawn into this horrifying form. Yeesh. There's no shit like this in Dark Souls 2, that's for sure. There's nothing that can't be accomplished if you're willing to stay back and fight like a jerk. Snipe people to death without them having a chance. Oh, was there a crystal slug there? I heard the tinkling, but I didn't know where the sound was coming from until it was too late. The layout of this place probably looks more complex than it actually is. Yeah, see, there's going to be people hiding around the battlements and locations and positions that I wouldn't have expected that will snipe me to death. In the name of the Shogun. Oh, that's right. Tokugawa did not unite Japan for you, bitch. Are those things all dead? Oh, I just know I'm gonna get ganked, but what the hell? I'm in exploration mode. That was weird. So there was a zombie occupying the armor that didn't want to use the armor when it fought me. That's very weird. Certainly some big boys over here. Whoa, look at you. You look like a full-on executioner. The ceremonial armor and what have you. Do you know a guy named Smo? He was around like thousands of years ago. Shared interests with you. You might have liked him. Though he used a giant hammer and not a poleaxe like you have. In fact, it's probably just not even beneficial to try fighting you right now. You're probably too big and tough and happy. Oh no. Okay, time to die. Maybe I should just flee. Just flee. I'm not going to win this. But how far will he follow me? You're too big and fat to climb ladders, right? Haha! Try a salad next time. I might try to find other avenues for now, because that guy's gonna pulverize me. In fact, I don't think I'm anywhere near the next bonfire, and I'm already out of Estus. This guy's probably gonna clean my clock. Yep, there we go. So many locked doors, and not a key to drink. Now, why would a game give me throwing knives when I'm in a small, confined space? And I can easily slash people to death with my massive Japanese sword. Although the game is being kind and giving me some other dex-based stabby-stabby weapons. But I've already upgraded this thing. This place is quite sprawling, but not all paths can be equally valid for somebody who's inexperienced like me. I would love to help you, but apparently every door is locked, and this Great War happened, like, at the exact right time generationally to kill off all the key makers. So any keysmith is just, like, completely... Any locksmith is just gone from all of history. Maybe that truly is the way forward, but... I could maybe snipe Mr. Big Heavy Dude? Come into my waiting blade. Maybe the AI isn't intended to be this smart, but he's going a place where I can't shoot him, which is actually quite smart indeed. That's exactly what you should be doing in a case like this. Putting yourself into a situation where your enemy cannot make himself vulnerable, or cannot make you vulnerable without making themselves vulnerable. But this guy's not that as smart as he first appears, because he walks out from under cover when he gets bored. And I can use that to snipe him to death. It'll take some time, but it's safe, and it's probably the easiest way for me to proceed with how little I know what I'm doing. Headshot. Yeah, your critically short attention span is really hurting you here, man. I mean, I'm hurting you, but I'm using your short attention span as the weapon to do it with. This is what I get for having literally all the arrows. You see, melee is fun, but it's not always wise to specialize. You may need to branch out a bit. It would be much harder for me to do this to you if you had a bow, like one of those Dragon Slayer great bows, or if you had some kind of a spell, even if it was just like a basic soul arrow or a pyromancy. Something you could use to just pelt at me from afar, so I can't take unlimited time to line up free shots. See? And that's what you get. Now you're dead. You're dead too, but I get the feeling you were kind of already mostly dead, so it doesn't really matter that much to you. Hi? Undead Hunter Charm. Now, dare I to take on the Lothric Knight? If I can get a massive early advantage, yes, that sounds pretty good. Oh, God! I'm probably certified to act as a proctologist in 17 states now. Oh, that was just brutal. Hey. Like, I know I've been murdering your buddies all around here for an hour straight, but please forgive me. I hear the tinkling again, but I don't know where that crystal slug is. I'm probably not going to get a single crystal slug this entire first run through the game, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, boy. This will get tricky without a bit of Estus to take care of myself. Although, yeah, I do have lots of projectile weapons now. Feel out the environs a bit before I commit too much to spending resources on murdering anybody. But does it also just heal HP as an emergency option? I'll try it. Ah! Finesse beats brute strength every time. That's a hard sentence to say. Finesse beats brute strength every time. There we go. Now, does this heal me? It does. Wow. So my HP bar was suffering that much? Damn. I slayed you in Odin's name. Knocked you aside straight into ragdoll land. Ow! It's the dogs. It's always the dogs. Somebody's throwing firebombs at me. That's not fair. How dare you use the same attack that I've used on you? Oh, you can only restore your health if you're already de-emberfied. If my ember is put out, what's the proper language? Well, that means it's inevitable that I'll die, but I'll go forward if I can. Halberd, sweet. Oh, an Estus shard too, damn. Alright, so even if I do die, this was not wasted time. And I found a key. But there's been about 37 different varieties of locked doors I've run into so far, so which is this? One for a cell, presumably, but I don't know where that would be. Whatever. I'm gonna get shot. I can just feel a crossbow user lurking around the next corner. Here's a stray arrow from right out of hell. Oh, no, wait, that's the courtyard where I sniped the dude to death before. Alright, well, here we go. Oh, the falling damage did it. Okay, well, I hope the big chunky guy doesn't respawn. I wonder if it is just smarter to take the direct approach with this guy. Maybe just get good enough to kill him up close and personal. So don't have to waste tens of thousands of years pelting him to death from a distance. Problem is, though, I don't know what allies he has down here. Oh, you can do the full halberd spin. Oh, man. Well, I wanted a hard game. And yeah, this first area is handing my dick to me pretty good. That's what I wanted, though, right? Eventually. In fact, probably not after that long at all. I've been killing this one hollow right here, this one hollow thief, over and over again as a litmus test. To find out, do the enemies stop respawning if you kill them enough times? Oh, hello, Crystal Slug. Raw gem, yeah. That's for raw upgrades, which was it? Increases stats of a weapon while reducing the scaling, or vice versa, I forget. So with this guy, I either just have to learn his tells really well, or I have to pelt him to death from a distance. Or, if I time this properly, I wonder if I could drop down on him and do like a really lethal falling attack. Should try that. That's right, boy. I'll walk away. Well, I hurt him a lot, but it didn't kill him. Your little minion there can climb, but not me. Not you, right? Yeah. Send your buddies up here. Do your dirty work. Are you gonna try to bait me down the ladder? Nah, you're not that smart. Then again, neither am I. I'm not very smart either. You're a little bit smarter than your buddy. And a lot smarter than me. That's okay. My sword is longer than yours, so I still killed you. It's just, in that arena, I don't know what else there is to fight, so this isn't safe. Also, I can't really afford to lose a lot more health on dropping attacks, so... Alright, YOLO. He's got the standard halberd moveset, which I use for like half a game, so I should be able to figure out how to deal with this guy. Whoa, that's way more times than I spun. Ugh. You, sir, are very expensive to kill. Oh, but you gave me a sweet weapon. How many more enemies are just hiding in these discarded armor sets? I can't know that one of you won't pop out at me. The people who have played this game already know, but I certainly don't. God damn it. See? Although, did he pop out of armor? I don't know. So what's the proper adjective? Like in the last two games, having your humanity stolen away from you was going hollowed. But here, and like in Demon Souls, it was being in soul form. So what is it called here? Being unembered? Being emberless? Maybe it's called being ashen? I don't know. I'm sure GMA will tell me. Hello, sir. Do you have a bonfire? If you don't, I would be quite happy to settle with some clocks, guns, or Jesus. Aye! What grand, beautiful architecture. It would be really something if this whole world weren't a necrotic, decaying corpse of itself. Oh, yep. Was waiting for the other shoe to drop, and that's it. Thankfully, the samurai were excellent at fighting off tens of thousands of undead. That's if Hollywood has taught me anything. Which it probably hasn't. Aha! So that there is effectively my save point. Ah. I step down here with the fall leaves falling everywhere, and it gives me almost a sense of respite. Yeah, Mr. Fatty Big Legs is over there again. It's too expensive to deal with. Multiple knights. Ugh, that's a no. If either one of you aggro on me, I'm sure you'll both aggro on me. And I'm not going to survive that encounter. There should be a slower and more delicate way that I can descend. Not necessarily going straight down the main path. Alright. How many zombies are hiding in these armor sets? None out of none? Okay, good. Nobody aggroed on me, did they? I don't know how far down their patrol goes. I can't believe I'm actually trying to stealth in a Souls game. Oh, I can hear them walking around up above. They're just doing their thing, though. They don't really even know I'm here. This is the opposite of stealth, just for the record. Oh. The dead snail egg cocoon people. Yeah, I saw you in the intro. I have a holy growth on my back. And not holy as in it's full of holes. I mean holy as in it's like divine or some shit. I don't know. Oh, this is a boss arena. This has got to be a boss arena. Yep. Touch the branches, I dare you. What horrible monstrosity will you summon? He's standing right behind me, isn't he? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Boing. You got some chaos on your face? Well, this is refreshing. Vort of Boreal Valley. Vort of Boreal Valley. So, okay, it's refreshing to see like a heavy night-type enemy that's actually walking around and crawling on all fours. That was not my dodge button. Whoops. Also, is that curse meter? What is that? I don't know what that symbol is. Ow. This could take a few attempts, because I'm going to have to learn your tells. I've got the numbers, though. Raw numbers are fine. I can do this. I'm just going to dodge around like a madman until I figure out your tells. Ow. Is it just me, or are the invincibility frames on my dodge roll more generous here than they were in Dark Souls 2? Maybe because I'm given like the equivalent of maximum adaptability right from the start. Yeah, I can do this. I won't make it on my first attempt, but I can totally do this. Can you do an AoE? Have you just augmented yourself somehow? Oh, yeah, you have. Oh, wow. Super fast and crazy. Can you breathe out curse magic as well? I guess I didn't exactly get the chance to see that. When in doubt, just run to the boss. I'm sure I'm going to get real good at gauntleting through these guys. It's time to get insane now, yeah? As soon as I get you down to roughly 60% health. Good lord, how is anybody supposed to dodge that? It goes all over the place. This ain't no The Last Giant for sure. I get the feeling instead this is going to be the equivalent of sorting the men from the boys. Just like the Bell Gargoyles did. Took me like, what was that, 17 attempts? Until I figured out the secret trick. The secret dance moves necessary to beat that boss. Does this augmented effect wear off, or is he just like this forever now? That's gotta be curse, right? There's nothing else that would make sense for that to be. Ow! Okay, it looks like it wears off. Yeah, I can do this. As long as I just avoid the guy when he's going to hyper mode. Kind of getting lost under his sternum, though. Yeah, don't dodge in the direction he's running. That probably won't do well. Oh, it's not poison, it's frostbite. Interesting. But still, I'm out of heals, so this is over. I forgot I got an Estus upgrade. I should really go back and use that. Nice.
Be careful.
I could use every Estus charge I can get.
Be careful.
Every little bit of attack power will help. Let's dance, big boy! Yeah, your health bar's down by half and you haven't hit me once. How does that feel? Oh. So you breathe cold? It's a little bit chilly. Is that all you can do? Ow! Oh, fuck. I shouldn't have talked shit. Oh, God. Ow. Get my ass kicked. Oh! Didn't even get a chance to use my Estus. Oh, I wouldn't be satisfied if the boss were much easier than this. Attempt number 6. Yeah, the invincibility frames do feel very generous. Oh, when you actually dodge, that is. Come on. Gotcha! That wasn't too bad. In fact, that might have been like Fire Destroyed. That might have been like the ideal sweet spot of not being too difficult while also not being too easy. It took me just the right number of attempts to not get into supreme frustration. Alright, that's going to be good enough for a first video. For right now, let's do the protocol. Well, I'll look out here and just see what beautiful new vistas there are. Wow, look at that. A town nestled up in the woods of a mountainside. Raised banner. That's a mechanic I'm not familiar with, but cool vista, bro. But yeah, that's good enough for a first video. Let's just, yeah, as soon as I get a banner, I'll be happy to do that. But let's go back to the Firelink Shrine and assess the soul I received. It's probably not one I'm going to use, because most of them I don't use. Huh. So eating this would give me a mere 2,000 souls, not much at all. But it can be made into a ring that, under certain conditions, does health steal. Like it does, it requires a fast stabby weapon, landing multiple successful attacks, and then it heals you. So I don't know how to craft that ring, but I think I'll hang on to that soul. Yeah, cool beans. So I guess I'll just level if I can.
Very well, then touch taken.
Don't know if I have enough souls anymore. Enough for 1 point. I'd like to get, Vigor, Endurance, Vitality, and Dexterity. Those are going to be my stats. And I'd like to get all of them up to the same level. Yeah. So Vitality gives you all the stat resistances and equip load, and if I ever want better armor, I should be dumping into that. I don't know. I'm sure people will give me advice if there's anything to give. Cool. I'm excited. Good first entry. The game has shown to be very promising, and I'm definitely looking forward to doing the rest.